So it says that the White House pushes back on a rumor that he was going to pardon and commute the sentence of uh, Sean Combs or the Diddler or P Diddy Puff Daddy or whatever the fuck it goes. Um, I know exactly what his name is, but or what his fictional name is, what his entertainment name is, but his real name is Sean Combs. He just calls himself Diddy and Puff Daddy and P Diddy and all that shit. Kind of not really a relevant person in the 21st century. More relevant, I would say, in the 1990s, maybe early 2000s. Definitely in the 90s. More relevant back then, I think. But still a billionaire clinging on to his fame in the 21st century as a quote unquote music mogul, if you will, in the rap and hip hop. If you look at his run ins with the law, uh, he has had a long history of violence and guns and unexplained murders and all sorts of, everybody knows about his illicit and his illegal activity. And finally, they had a video of him beating the shit out of his girlfriend in a hotel lobby and so on. So he finally faced the music. Finally, I think maybe in the 1990s and 2000s, if there was a run in, he paid off the jury or he paid off somebody. Maybe he got people killed. He just controlled the situation until so for a long time he was just getting away with shit because he was a millionaire and a billionaire and the people he knew and all that. Long history of thuggish activity, uh, brandishing weapons, you name it, drugs, sex, really long history. But he just evaded, or he paid off people to get out of it, to get out of. So he thought as a billionaire he was just gonna get out of the 3 or 4 years in jail, and that he was gonna be holding a party, and he was gonna be going back to partying again, and it was going to be just like the good old days or the glory days. But that didn't happen this time. They finally busted his ass, and he finally got a 3 or 4 year sentence to at least atone for some of his evil and thuggish deeds. At least give his victims some sort of peace that the justice system at least partially worked. The leftist media, the main and like Drudge Report, Matt Drudge, and TMZ, they're trying to drum up this bullshit narrative that Trump, because he's seen partying with Diddy in photos with wife Melania before he was president, that he was planning on pardoning Sean Combs. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard rumors that his advisors were saying, "Oh, don't do it," because people are going to be pissed that he's not facing justice, and because he's a billionaire. So basically, what Trump's enemies want to do is they basically want to get the associations, get Leonardo DiCaprio out of associations, get leftist Hollywood, get all these people, Chris Tucker. They want to get people like Bill Clinton and people on the left and Democrat Party people and Bill Gates. They want to get them off the radar of Jeffrey Epstein, and they want to put Trump right there with Epstein. So the only way they could do that, besides photographs, and not talking about the Bill Gates and Bill Clinton and Chris Tucker and Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff, and people that are Democrat Party supporters. The only way they could do that is to try to link Diddy, a known pedophile or at least sex trafficker, sex offender, and drug abuser, and wife beater, trying to link him with Donald Trump in some meaningful way. So they want to say since uh, Jeffrey Epstein was pictured with Trump, that because P. Diddy was pictured with Trump, that they went to orgy parties together or something like that. So that's what they're trying to do, to link them all together and unlink the Clintons and prominent Democrats. I don't think the leftist media is very successful at doing this, but they do want to try to frame it that way, frame history that way. They do want to tarnish Trump's legacy. So White House pushed back on these rumors that Donald Trump was going to pardon Sean Combs. Thankfully, it was just a rumor. And so it looks like Donald Trump's legacy won't be tarnished. So that's good. Oh, you got to do it quick, huh? Yeah. You got to do it fast, brother. Okay. So right when I hit it, then I'm going to glide over it. Yeah. I'm going to hit it. Maybe a lot of people didn't buy P. Diddy records. I mean, he wasn't really a great hip hop artist or rapper. He basically rode the coattails of Biggie Smalls, Sean Carter, a lot more talented rapper than he could ever be. And so he just rode his fame and rode his coattails to fame, essentially. He was just good at hustling and playing the game and establishing the bet. He was good at, like he came along during the era where you can make samples and make hits, and he was gangster and thuggish at first, and then he tried to act like he was high class when he was still a thug and still a bitch. So it was smart to get into the sampling industry at a time when computer and electronic music was started to take off. To try to, you could sample some really good hooks and stuff and just rap over it. And even it wasn't just, rap and hip hop and black people doing it, but it was also, Kid Rock and sampling, the umpteenth Fleetwood Mac guitar riff, or the Verve was sampling. These guys were just listening to old records and finding stuff to sample using computers and looping those and making huge hits. They were just crafting their new songs from the sounds that they liked. You had Lynn with Steal My Sunshine, which was from Andrea True Connection, a disco hit from the 70s, with the famous piano part. And that was a summer hit in 1999. P. Diddy ripped off I'll Be Watching You by Sting and the Police, famously for I'll Be Missing You after the death of Biggie Smalls. Kid Rock, yeah, ripped off Fleetwood Mac probably multiple times. Kid Rock ripped off a lot of people like Fleetwood Mac, Leonard Skinner, Warren Zevon. There's probably a whole litany of people that Kid Rock and Sean Combs ripped off the riffs. And so, but it was a common practice in music, especially when computerized music came into the fray in the 1990s and early 2000s at first. Sampling became a big business in and of itself to produce those hits, sell those records, make that money. It's all about the Benjamin's babies. I never really considered Sean Diddy Combs talented. I always thought he was just good at hustling it. He was good at just putting the shit together. That was his talent. Meeting the right people, bringing the right people together, that sort of thing. It wasn't a great musical talent. It wasn't a great singing talent. It wasn't a great rapping talent like his friend uh, Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G. His talent was, opportunistic and entrepreneurial. That hustling spirit. I still haven't been able to make this yet. Oh, can I cheat this one? Can't. Will it let you cheat? I don't know. Sometimes it won't let you cheat. Uh, that'd be a lofty play, but so Donald Trump would tarnish his reputation if he released a duly convicted sexual predator, uh, pimp, whatever, wife beater, or whatever, woman beater. If Trump pardoned him, his basically his reputation would go to shit. It would be tarnished irrevocably. How do you say that word, right? Beyond repair, irrevocably. Yes. There we go. You got one more. All right. Can we actually pull this shit off? I don't know. Let's see. So we pull this. The game sometimes, if you try to cheat, it doesn't let you because it knows that you're going to try whatever the cheat is. So maybe the game lets you do a cheat. It just depends on what it is. But typically, they like test the game to make sure you can't sidestep the rules and do your own thing sometimes. So we'll see if that is the case this time. Usually, if I think of a simpler solution, like I'm solving a college algebra equation or something, then it has to be within the rules of the matrix or the game that I'm playing. So sometimes maybe the shortcut idea is good, but then the actual system itself, the actual game doesn't let me do that trick. In other words, so we'll see if it lets me do it this time. Okay, can we do some quantum teleportation? A shortcut. Yeah, probably the guy that figures out, breaks the rules of quantum physics. He'll probably find a shortcut, like a warp bubble or some kind of wormhole or some kind of trick to travel across uh, the universe. Oh, okay, so they had a built-in mechanism for that. Okay, it's not gonna let me do it. It's already changed the scenes. Oh well, worth a try. Collect the medallion. Okay, probably don't want to collect the other ones because yeah. So it's saying in different leftist Democrat publications they want to link Trump to sexual misconduct. Is basically what they want to do, and the only way they could do that is by linking Epstein to Trump and Trump to Diddy, and then they've got freak offs and orgies, and they've got underage girls, and then all that stuff. It would be a huge mistake for Donald Trump to pardon or commute Diddy's sentence for his numerous violent and sexual crimes. Uh, it would be a massive mistake. So the people that voted for Donald John Trump, like me, would feel betrayed if there was a justice for Sean Combs' victims. I don't think there's any way that Donald Trump thinks that Diddy is innocent of his charges when there's so much evidence, against the contrary. Oh, that's what we could do, huh? Yep. Shit. Ah, no. Yeah, that's a faster way to get there with the boom. Oh, did we get it? Nope, we still missed it. Even with the.
The girls taking that, mom said taking
Okay.
that. Would you want me to make? I was going to make hamburger patties and homemade gravy and mashed potatoes, or do you want us just to finish the rest of the spaghetti tonight?
Uh, well, I laid out pork chops.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you
Oh,
said
okay.
you're gonna cook some pork chops.
Okay, then I'll make hamburger patties Thursday or something.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have hamburgers or something.
No, hamburger
Oh,
patties and
okay.
gravy
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
with
Oh, with the
mashed
au jus.
potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just have the pork chops tonight.
Yeah. And what, you having more pasta and green beans or?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Like, anyway, everybody's sleeping.
Oh yeah. Everybody's taking a nap. Okay. Love you. Have a good one. Boom, chicka, boom, 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 chicka, boom, boom. Boom, chicka, boom, 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 chicka, boom, boom. Oh, actually, a better idea would be, yeah, we could still use that teleport, but if we did it, doom, 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 put it right here, so we'll have to keep on. Yeah. Well, I'm glad the White House put it to rest that Trump was going to pardon Diddy because that would have caused a total loss of faith. Oh, do you have to press A to get it?
I went outside to smoke
Uh huh.
before I lay down, and Vicky came outside, and I heard her granddaughter.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, she doesn't want to be alone, even if Dan's kicked out. That's what she fears the most: being alone. No one hearing her crap. No one experiencing her crap. Oh, shit! I keep missing. All right, let's try it. Yeah. Oh crap, dude! Keep screwing it up. I'll try for a slower approach because this rapidly dropping down doesn't seem to be. I'll try a more pilot wings approach, a little bit slower. If you remember the game from Super Nintendo, Pilot Wings. Oh. Yeah, at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Shit. So why does it disappear though? I don't fucking get it, dude. Yeah. So the Mega Millions is up to $650 million tonight. Yep, we got a ticket. Oh yeah, it's another four timer, so we're hoping to hit it because a four timer could be big if you match up the other numbers. So that's what we're hoping for. It's probably, miraculous to dream of getting $1 million or even $20,000 or something, $30,000, $40,000. But even if it was like $3,000, that'd be quite a victory just to start. Right off the bat. Yes, we did it finally. Okay, so we got Pickle Boy, my boy. Yeah. Got key. Worked hard for that one, huh? I work hard for my Koroks. I work hard for my Koroks. No, that doesn't really translate, dude. Into the Legend of Zelda. Oh yeah. All right. I work hard for my rupees. That still doesn't work, dude. Oh yeah. I work hard for my Hyrule. No, time to bring out Green Skull. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I hate to say the schizophrenic YouTubers were the funniest. I know it was like, they had mental illness, so their careers or their lives were just, kind of going into shit. So they picked up YouTube, and it was kind of inadvertent comedy sometimes because, they had mental illness. But man, probably Druid Fawkett and Terry A. Davis were some of the most hilarious YouTubers. Even if it was inadvertently, that there ever was, really. Yeah, I think in Terry A. Davis and Druid Fawkett, I think they're that's not her real name, by the way. That's her like YouTube name, her made up name. Oh, we're using our made up names now. And I actually forgot what her real name was. It's so inadvertently funny, and because they have no filter, they just randomly do and say stuff, and so it has that like improv aspect, that you would maybe do in theater, where you're trying to improv a character or something. It has that like kind of surprising factor to it. Has that fun factor like you're in theater arts class and you're playing Zap and you have to improv a scene and you just come up with any kind of shit. And then, the class is really entertained because it's all random, and it's not pre-planned, it's not pre-scripted, it's not rehearsed. So therefore it's not very predictable. And sometimes, that can fall flat, that could be a bad thing. And then sometimes it could be like you could discover, something. So it's kind of an exploratory thing in theater. You got Giant's Forest with the Stalnock. Was this a disc by the Japanese at Joseph Stalin? I don't know. I don't know if I would dig that deep into it, but Stalnox definitely sounds a lot like Joseph Stalin. So I'm just throwing that out there. Do the Japanese hate Joseph Stalin? I don't know. A lot of people don't like Joseph Stalin. So historically speaking. In some circles, Joseph Stalin is more of a homicidal maniac than Adolf Hitler, even. In some circles. What if they had like the Hitler Knox? Well, they have the He Knox. Yeah, it's not the Hitler Knox. That's true. Oh, throw some bombs at my boy. Random bombs on it. Welcome to the team, baby. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I blew up myself. Dang. Shit. I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye. Have people stopped making the Bully Maguire memes? I love those. Bully Maguire. Those are so funny. Yeah, I mean, I guess when I saw Spider-Man 3 back in, what was it, 2007? I thought to myself, I was like, what the fuck? Kind of. Yeah. I think that Spider-Man 3 was a little bit too ambitious, trying to bring together Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. I think it had too many plot threads, because you had like the Hobgoblin, and you had like the Sandman, and then you had like, all that shit. Oh yeah, you had Eddie Brock and Venom. It had way too many characters in it. Yeah, that's why it failed. Bryce Dallas Howard was hot as fuck, and then Kirsten Dunst hot as fuck as always. Yeah, but Bryce Dallas Howard though has the booty good. She was a great Gwen Stacy. She was so sexy, and she had like Bryce Dallas Howard has some big hips, big ass, big boobs. Like she's got going on in the curve department for sure. And the ass and the titties. I mean, she's just like a dream. And I don't think Kirsten Dunst was hot, but and cute and all that, but I don't think she was as bootylicious as Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah. She looked good as a blonde, but she looked amazing as her natural redhead. Yeah. I do need to expand my stash, huh? For my weapon stash. But yeah, there was a what the fuck when Spider-Man turns bad and he starts like I don't know, he's trying to like not be nice to bitches anymore and stuff. He turns into the evil Spider-Man or the evil Peter Parker. That was, yeah, I mean, it was like funny, but it was kind of like what the. It was also like what the fuck. Yeah, at the same time, I enjoyed the movie Spider-Man 3. It wasn't the best ending that I wanted, but it had too much happen in there. Yeah. Maybe they could have cut out Sandman. Maybe, yeah, save Sandman for another thing. Yeah, either cut out Venom or cut out Sandman. But they just, it was just one of those times where, like old school superhero movies, sometimes one villain wasn't enough, and they would just start to pull from the comic book road gallery, and they would overstuff a movie with two or three villains in it, and it would kind of water it down, like Batman and Robin. That's the kind of problem Spider-Man 3 was facing. I think it got pulled off, even with so many characters. I think they pulled it off, but just barely, I think. Yeah, I think there's like too many Spider-Mans these days with a younger Tom Holland. They keep making Spider-Man after Spider-Man after Spider-Man with this Tom Holland guy. And I don't know. I mean, unless the Tom Holland Spider-Man started when I was 5 years old, the only way I'd follow it all the way through is if I was like at the end of it, I was, 20 or something, 25. But I can't follow that shit for, you know, yeah. If the Avengers and Tom Holland Spider Man came out when I was like in my early 30s, there's no way I could follow that shit into all the way into like my 50s or something like that. Welcome to the team, baby. Woo! Step right up. Welcome to the team, baby. Ooh. Oh, now that's how we defeat the monster forces. Well, yeah, it had been, the Mega Millions lottery is going towards, what is it, $1 billion, and ever since the Matrix changed, and the entire year, they haven't played four as the Mega Ball number. So I'm kind of like, okay, well, eventually they're going to play four, and then the people who play four on the red ball are going to win big time. And so, or, on the converse side, that's not really true. That it's destined that this cold number is going to appear, uh, even if it hits 1 billion. It could be that maybe there's not a mega ball for the entire complete year of 2025. That's also possible. So I guess we'll see tonight and see how the hand is played tonight. If it's a victory or if it's another bust. That's why in Back to the Future 2, the MacGuffin is the sports almanac. Biff gets to predict the future from the 1950s when he's a young man to the year 2000 to predict the sports outcome so he can gamble his way to becoming a multi-billionaire. We got the portable pot. Well, I always love portable pot. Mm. Let's spark some up, boys. Oh, yeah. Can we hit this one? That's what she said, boy. Oh, did we get it? Yeah, baby. Nice hit on that pickle. Ah. You got that Robin Hood. You got that Robin of Locksley style, bro. Yeah. You got that Legolas skill, dog. You know it. Skill with the Lego and Legolas. I'm like Legolas without the loss. Yeah, some people are like, do you want to go see the biopic, right? Bruce Springsteen. It's like, oh man, that guy's been Trump deranged for so long. And like the country, they voted for Donald Trump as president to restore America. And then this fool comes out with his fucking Bruce Stinkstein biopic. Oh, gag. Hope it fucking bombs at the box office. Man, I don't give a shit. I mean, Bruce Springsteen, he was relevant back in 1980s, 1970s, 1980s. And he has a few good songs, you know. I still remember having the cassette tape in the 80s and looking at it, Born in the USA, when I was a kid. I was thinking, wow, this guy's making heartland rock music. That's cool. I like heartland rockers. I'm not a big fan of Bruce Springsteen, all American or patriotic rockers. I'm a big fan of like John Cougar Mellencamp. I guess the biggest heartland rocker I'm into is the greatest of them all is Tom Petty. So in my mind, that was one of the greatest rock and rollers and the greatest American heartland rockers, or of all time, not Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen is like his voice is just it's not for everybody. So he's not my boss, that's for sure. And the older he gets, the crappier he sounds. That's a fact. I mean, that's a fact for most artists and musicians, but especially with him. I guess this is a way that artists they do these biopics while they're still alive, whether it's Queen or Elton John, and then they feel like, oh, I got to oversee my own biography, and it makes them feel good before they get too old to perform or die, or whatever's next for them. So I don't know. Maybe they're just like, oh, look, I'm telling my story, my brave musical journey, my brave musical story. I don't know if the movie's going to do well or not. I'm not gonna. I don't. I have no plans to see it. If I see it in 10 years, if I don't, life be will continue on anyway. And so I may never see it. I don't. I wouldn't even see it. Like, I'm barely nostalgic about Bruce Springsteen and Dancing in the Dark and Born in the USA. And the only song that's on repeat maybe is Tunnel of Love, because that's a really good song. And then the rest is kind of shit. So maybe 10th Avenue Freeze Out, pretty good. But listening to a whole album of Bruce Springsteen now, I mean, I guess I'm on Fire is all right. I know it's just all right. It's not great to me. It's just not. There's not like there's not a Bruce Springsteen album that I'm like, oh, that's just great. Like, oh man, I can't live without it. It's not like there's a Springsteen album that's like Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever, that I'm like, man, I can't wait to listen to that again. Like, to take me back to the 80s. Like, about to get down, boy. Ready for that zing zing. Ooh. Ready for that zing zing. We going boating. Yo, we floating. I climbed the tower. You know I'm told him. You know I told him. Somebody's calling me right now. Is that it? Hello? Hey.
Just wondering, would you rather have pork chops and baked potatoes, or would you rather have noodles?
Baked potatoes?
You don't mind making some?
No.
Some of the bigger ones? Okay. I love you.
I don't mind.
Okay, do we have any more green beans? I forgot to ask.
I think there's one can left.
Yay! Okay. And, okay. Alright. I love you.
All right, love you too.
I know I said I would make fried pork chops and fried potatoes, but now I don't feel like it.
All right, let's do baked potatoes. That's fine.
Okay. Because tomorrow I gotta get up and go play in a few more places.
Okay. All right.
At Dollar Tree and at the at-home store. I'm sure, I hope it's so bad I'm going to hear from Hobby Lobby.
Oh, yeah, I hope so too.
But also I was wanting you to help me to apply at more places tomorrow.
Okay.
When I get back.
Yeah.
All
right, love you. All right, bye. Yeah. All right, so we're back into the group. What? Heading down the river. What up? What up? Heading to the river cave down. Shooting up me down. You about to get downed. Excuse me? What? Oh, good shot. Yeah, nice. Legolas. I never lost. I'm like a boss. I cross. Like a house with the boss. Don't get tossed. Set my salad mouse. Uh, Good one, dude. Righteous. Is there something going on over here? It's just rocks and shit. Yeah, we like to report, sir, the rocks and shit. All right, rocks and shit. Give it up. Woo! Back to the boat. Back to the boat. Heading to the moat. Yo. Better put on my aquatic shit. Put on my aquatic. Get it hypnotic. I got my Tesla. No, Boston Dynamic Robotics. You can add robotics to the aquatic. into the hypnotics. That's what we wanted to do. I think we did that kind of successfully. So, all right, it's time to go to Wonderland, uh, the Cave of Hidden Wonders. Get on your good pants. Ooh. Foxy, Foxy. Mm. Foxy lady, I'm coming to get you. Ding, ding, ding. I love this like fucked up Muppets. That would be a scary movie. There's like fucked up Muppets. Fucked up Muppets coming to Halloween. Scary as fuck Muppets. They'll call the movie Tickle Me Elmo. Tickle Me Elmo. Oh, those Horriblins can't swim. Yeah, to the extent that Bono and Bruce Springsteen sold out to the Democrat Party, the Clintons and the Bidens. Like, what's shocking is their level of selling out to that, the liberal global world order. It's shocking. It's shocking the amount of selling out they did. Yeah, that's what really shocks a lot of old Bruce Springsteen or uh, U2 fans is the amount that they sold out. Yeah, like to the level that they did. Like these supposed rebellious, punkish rock bands sold their souls to the machine. It's pretty shocking for a lot of people, I think. These supposed rebels. Well, the fact is that Satan pays better than God. You know, it's always been the case. I think. I mean, on Earth anyway. I'm saying. Phantom. Welcome to the team. What do we got here? It's our strongest one. I guess it's this. Oh. Good die. Oh, good die. Phantom Cannon. Phantom. All right. Here's the dealio. Get some flame to the game, yo. Ah, sweet. Where are we going? Into the mountain. Into the deep reaches. What? Ah. Had to make a discovery. What? Did I really discover something new? Oh, okay. You already did. Oh, you already got it though. I was getting excited. I was like, "Did you discover something new?" Wow, wow, wow. Ah. Smashing, baby. Shagadelic, baby. Scott, I would like to request $1 million from your world leaders, or I will destroy the earth. Well, I wonder if my forward plan will work. Well, I might make a fortune. Ooh. If 4 hits, though. If it doesn't, then it's just yeah. Looks like I need my winter wear. Looks like I need my winter attire for this particular enterprise. Um, there we go. Yeah. Put on some nice pants. Put on nice pants. Ooh. My snow boots are the archaic warm greaves. Okay, now we're all suited up for the winter. Mhm. Yeah. So I don't think that all wealthy uh, men in the world, all millionaires and billionaires, become deviant sex fiends having orgies and inappropriate underage sex and so on. Um, I know men are generally naturally inclined to have to be interested in butt naked women, just naturally speaking. That is what guys want, and if they are millionaires and billionaires, they could probably hook that up a lot better than somebody broke. They could definitely set up the conditions that would foster that for sure. However, I do not think that every millionaire and billionaire is like a sex fiend like Tiger Woods or has sexual addiction problems uh, or is some kind of pervert uh, per se. So I don't think every man in the millionaires and billionaires club is a sexual deviant pervert. I think there were those that were like Sean Diddy Combs and Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein and so forth. Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, etc. Ha ha ha! Nice. Vaporized our foe with that Dinral weapon, sword of Dinral, the dragon. The fire dragon shall come in handy. So there's men that will get millions or earn billions of dollars, and they won't become poon hounds and necessarily. They'll just try to find a quality woman to have sex with and to share a life with and have children with and get married and do a traditional path. And then there's men like Tiger Woods who will want to try all the flavors there are and go on, pussy quests until they get caught, or whatever. So So there's guys that'll be powerful, wealthy men that will fool around, and there's guys that will be, more or less. Maybe they'll have some one night stands or something like that. Maybe they'll stank it up for a while, but they won't do it to an excess. Maybe a young guy, maybe his sexual appetite, is really high, and if the guy's a millionaire or billionaire, maybe he's like, well, I'm 26, you only live once, and if he's single, he could probably have as much single women, have as much, you know, have as much sex as you want to. There's no limit on how much sex that you can have legally. So it would depend on how many female participants there were. Already been that way. Uh, get that moose loose. Yeah. Boom. Gerudo. Yeah.